All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening, Titan Nation. What's going on? I know a lot of y'all out there are so happy right now and just can't get that grin and that smile off your face. Neither can I. Neither can Miss Truth Hurts. Welcome to another winning edition. That's right, I said winning edition of Titans and Truth. Of course, I'm yours truly, Chris.
And I am Truth Hurts.
Now, as y'all can see, we're coming from a little bit of a different location. Had to switch it up a little bit. As you can see, I too have some good Titan stuff up on my wall. Mention the flag. Just all you need to know. And let's just say the reason why my flag could fly so bright right now and fly so high is because the Titans basically probably put the beat down upset of the weekend on display at Nissan Stadium. I'm kind of mad I wasn't there. I would have liked to have seen all those cheeseheads go home crying. But they did. And a 47-25 beat down of them Green Bay Packers.
But wait, didn't you predict last week that we were going to lose? You did. And I said, no, we're not going to lose. We're going to win. And you were like,
You say what?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Last week I said we were going to win and you were like,
lying,
we're going to lose.
She didn't say that. She didn't say that.
Run the tape back.
Run the tape back. We got the people will see the
footage.
recording.
Run the footage back.
They have the tape. They have the
footage
tape
back. Last week he was like,
comment and see if
I was so shocked.
Comment and see if I'm lying about what she said. I know. Yes, I'm wrong. I was wrong. I'm glad to be wrong on that one. I said that before. I would want to be wrong, and I was. Yes, I picked the Titans to lose this game. No,
how he does, Titan Nation.
As a journalist, I have to be objective. I have to be objective, and I have to keep it real, you know. So I be coming in. Of course, I'm thinking, oh, stop right there. So of course, I'm thinking, you know, Aaron Rodgers might torture us a little bit, although he did. But thankfully, Mariota did kind of the same thing to their defense as well.
Definitely.
To the tune of 295 yards, 4 touchdowns, and wait for it, no picks, no turnovers.
Boom.
What did I say was one of the keys to the game? Do not turn the ball over. He did not do that. When I say that Mr. Mariota looked good, he looked fantastic. And there's no way to out fantastic, but he basically outdueled one of the best quarterbacks in the game in Mr. Aaron Rodgers. He basically did way more than he could, and it was absolutely phenomenal on his part. And I also want to give props out to the offensive line. The offensive line protected Mariota well, gave DeMarco Murray 123 yards rushing on the day, and wasn't the Green Bay Packers supposed to be like the #1 run defense in the league? They did not look like it. DeMarco ran up, around, and through them a lot of ways. And I'm going to get to more on DeMarco in just a second, because I do have to admit, Miss Truth Hurts does have a point. I did pick us to lose. I do have to eat a little humble pie, a little crow. You know, I like the Titans. I am 5-5 on my picks this year. Look, I try. I try to do right, but sometimes things go left when things go right. So that's what happened here. I'm not going to make no excuses, but it is what it is. But, I mean, Marcus put on a performance like none other. He already has 21 touchdowns 8 interceptions on the year. He is the first Titans quarterback since Steve McNair to throw for 20 touchdowns or more in a year. And not to mention, he only played 12 games last year.
That's awesome.
And he's done this in 10 games. And speaking of deadly, in the red zone, but from the 20 to the end zone, 30 touchdowns, no picks. And a lot of experts say that is the most difficult part of the field to play in because it's a smaller field. But Marcus has been phenomenal in 2 years there. And not to mention, the Titans are doing it big in the red zone. Number 1 in the league in red zone percentage for offense at just over 78%. Thank you, Herm Edwards, for that, by the way. Love you on ESPN. But they're the number 1 red zone offense in the league, and Marcus Mariota is a big reason why. Delaney came back to form. He's a Pro Bowler. Love him. Love him to death. Hopefully I'll get a Delaney Walker jersey soon. So he had 9 catches, 124 yards, Pro Bowl caliber day for him. Now, there was a sequence in the second series of the game. I mean, before I get to that, the onside kick to begin the game, which I have to give Malarkey credit. He had balls to do that. To just do an onside kick. I was kind of nervous about it, giving Aaron Rodgers a short field, but defense held together, forced a 3 and out. Marcus goes straight down the field. One play, 75-yard DeMarco Murray touchdown. I'm like, you couldn't start the game better than that. But on the second series, there was an issue. One of the Green Bay Packer players jumped offside and just decided to take a free shot on our quarterback. Mm-hmm. And I mean, just decided to take a free shot. So, of course, our offensive line is not having that at all. Especially Big Michigan, Taylor Lewan. Shout out to Hail the Victors of Michigan, by the way. He decided to get up in the guy's face. The referee comes in, tries to kind of push Lewan back, kind of keep him away. Lewan's not even paying attention to the ref, kind of try to swim him aside. He gets ejected for contact with an official. Now, at first, I just thought that was a boneheaded play. You got to keep your head. You got to keep composure. But I understand why he did it. I still didn't like it, but I understand why. He's sticking up for his quarterback. He's not going to have somebody just take a free shot at him without paying the price. And unfortunately, he got kicked out of the game. But our backup tackle, Dennis Kelly, did a great job stepping in for him. And really, the offensive line did not miss a beat at all. And, we really took care of business, got out to a 21-0 lead from the jump in the first quarter. So it was very impressive on the offensive part. Defensively, we had our moments. Got 5 sacks on Aaron Rodgers. Orakpo is having a Pro Bowl caliber season. He had a couple of sacks in the game. Yes, he had 2 sacks in the game. Got him 9 on the year. Got him 9 sacks on the season. And Derek Morgan got his 6.5 sacks on the year. And really got some pressure on Aaron Rodgers. But we'll get to the problems with the secondary later. But all in all, an excellent victory. And it was really nice to turn all those cheeseheads who outnumbered us at Nissan Stadium, turn them away, send them home crying, probably in the middle of the third quarter. Sent them home. They were thinking, oh yeah, we'll come down to Nashville, hit Broadway, hit Margaritaville, and go watch the Packers kick the Titans' butts. It was the other way around. It did not happen that way at all. And I, for one, was just sitting, just giddy, just grinning ear to ear. Could not take the smile off my face at all. And I know she was happy.
Yes, I was.
Because I was trying to feed it to her. While, I know you had some other obligations and everything, but I fed it to you.
I was keeping up with this game. Know that. Technology is a beast. So, and I was on my phone keeping up with this game. Oh,
absolutely. Yes. First win against somebody else other than Cleveland and Jacksonville.
Yes.
And that is a huge victory. 5-5. We are very much in the playoff race.
Yes.
Oh my God, did I just say that?
You said it.
Playoff race,
Speaking
y'all.
into existence.
Playoff race we're in.
Yes, hallelujah.
Last year at this time we're 2-8. Like, okay, what we're gonna do with the number 1 pick in the draft? This year we're playing meaningful games into November, so we got some stuff going for us here in Nashville, Titan Nation. We got a lot going on and everything, but I know you were keeping up with it yourself.
I was.
Get a chime in.
I was keeping up with it, and that's gonna help me to further distinguish the star and dunce.
Yes, it will.
Yes,
it will.
So, as far as my star, and I think you'll agree with me on this one.
Okay.
Marcus Mariota. He did that. Do you hear me?
Oh my God, she said his name right.
Yeah, I did.
She said his
I
name
got it
right.
When you do right, I say your name right.
Yes. But before we get to our winner of that, I do want to thank some of the fans for that. We did confer with that. Got a lot of great nominations for Star of the Week. I believe the nominees were DeMarco Murray with his 123 yards. Marcus Mariota, enough said, mentioned on that. Delaney Walker's big game with 9 catches, 124 yards. And also got some nominations for Dennis Kelly stepping in for Taylor Lewan. He did a great job at left tackle. But who I believe the star of the week is for this week, drum roll, is that number 8, Marcus Mariota. Mahalo. Marcus is worlds ahead where he was last year. Marcus has really stepped up tremendously. Already in his career, 40 touchdown passes in his career already. That's almost paramount to Tom Brady and what he did in his first 20 games in the league as a starter. So, I mean, Marcus is really, he's gotten his game up. All he's got to do is continue putting up those numbers, continue doing well in the offense, commanding the offense, and just don't turn the ball over. When Marcus doesn't turn the ball over, the Titans tend to win. If Marcus turns the ball over, the Titans tend to lose. That has been the key. This week, he did an exceptional job. Read very well, was very patient, and he was really kept clean. He got sacked once, but that was just because the safety came on the blitz. He tried to get outside of him and just couldn't get outside of him. The guy kind of grabbed him by his shoelaces. So wasn't nobody on the offensive line's fault on that. But yes, star of the week will be Mr. Marcus Mariota. Aloha for my Hawaii fans.
Yes. And so my dunce of the week, well, I feel was Taylor Lewan. And, you know, I totally get it. But, I mean, he gets ejected out of the game. You just have to know how to control yourself, you know, and you can't go putting your hands on officials. You just can't do it.
Not to mention he got fined. Not to mention breaking news, he got fined $30,000
for
that ejection. I mostly agree with that.
Okay.
I mostly agree with that. I'll say a third of that award. There's a couple. I'll actually have 3 Dunce of the Day winners on this one. Dunce of the Day. Taylor Lewan is definitely one, but I cannot go without mentioning our terrible secondary, in particular, Parrish Cox. Parrish Cox got burned quite a bit in this game. He made Jordy Nelson and Devontae Adams look like all-pro receivers. And, I mean, both of them had 100 yards receiving. And there were a couple of times where it just seemed like Cox got lost in coverage, got turned around. He slipped when he was trying to make a tackle. Even though he had an interception, that was just one that basically Aaron Rodgers threw to him, basically. But that was just, it was not a good game for him. Not to mention, I have to even say, I can't believe I'm actually saying this. I will say for the first time, and this is only one time, I get to call Antoine Blake Valentino because he played like a Valentino on Sunday. He actually did not screw up He did not screw up. So, Paris Cox gets a dunce of the day as well. He gets to share that with Taylor Lewan. But my third part of the dunce of the day has to be all of the Green Bay Packer fans who tried to take our stadium over. Yeah, I know there's a few Green Bay Packer fans out there. Craig Finley, Miss Kelly Wade. I love y'all, but I had to put y'all my cousin Martine. Sorry, y'all, I had to put y'all on blast. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that y'all Packers kind of got stumped by us. I mean, it is what it is. I can talk trash today. This our show. We can do that. I got love for y'all though, so don't kill me for it. But yes, there were, and all I kept hearing on the radio was how there were so many Packer fans all over downtown, just up and down Broadway, just having a good old time, and they just thought that they were just going to have a good time at our expense. Oh, no, sir, no, ma'am. Titans wasn't having none of that. Mike Mularkey basically came out to the team and said, look, we got to win this game. Let's send these Packer fans home crying and upset, and I think the whole team took to that. So, yeah, y'all cheeseheads get to be the dunces of the day, along with Mr. Lewan and Paris Cox. Congratulations to y'all, by the way.
Yes. So, what do you think about all of the national attention that we're now getting?
Are you trying to pick my brain? Trying to pick my brain a little bit?
I'm just asking a question.
That's perfectly understood.
This is new for us,
This is new territory.
It is.
This is new territory.
We're talking about playoffs, so.
Playoffs? You kidding me? You kidding me? We were just trying to win a game last year.
Right.
Playoffs? Mm-hmm. We can actually talk about that right now. Now, let's just say a lot of the national media really don't know who we are. And I can understand that. Now, there are a couple of national media that I will give some shout outs to. Now, first, while there's a lot of people saying that the Titans are a top 10 team and they've been watching them for a long time, stop it. Stop it. A lot of the national media hasn't really been watching us. They've watched the numbers, and they probably watched this game, and maybe the one against Jacksonville on national TV, and just thought, oh my God, this Titan team is just incredible. Now, I'm not trying to say we don't deserve the accolades we're getting. I'm glad we're getting that. But over the whole body of work, let's take it slow with this. Yes, we should get noticed because we're in the playoff contention and we're steadily on the climb up. I agree with that. But don't just say we're world beaters now. We're not there yet. However, I also want to give props. First off, there's a show that comes on every morning on the NFL Network called Good Morning Football. I will say the cast on there, they do tend to give the Titans a lot of love. They do tend to give us some credit. They had one of the Titan offensive linemen from the past on the show. They usually say a lot of good things about it, so I'll give them that credit. Not to mention, Marcus just got awarded AFC Offensive Player of the Week this week. Yeah. Shout out to Marcus. Yeah, shout out to Marcus on that. And the offensive line has been awarded Offensive Line of the Week as well. We outbeat them Cowboys. Yeah, how about them Titans? But they have given credit to that. And Michael Robinson on Good Morning Football, I believe on Monday, basically said in his own thoughts, Marcus Mariota is legit. I actually agree with that. I think Marcus Mariota is becoming legit. He is going to be a elite quarterback. Not yet, but I think he's coming. So I give shouts out to him. And Herm Edwards said it on 1090 out of San Diego. He was on a show